my hair. I love it. I think it's super cute. And it's giving baddie on a budget because these are actually clip-ins. And I got them off of Amazon. And y'all will not guess how much I paid for these. Okay, get into it. Only paid $25. And this look is eating, okay? And I achieved this look in like 15 minutes. It took absolutely no time at all. So if you are interested in these extensions, then I will leave the link below for you guys. Because yeah, in this economy, yeah, we got to figure out some other ways to DIY it, okay? And also, if you're a lash girly, then make sure you go grab your DIY lash extensions. And I will also drop the link below. And they're my lash extensions, Rose Gold Beauty. Okay? And they're only $12. So can't beat it. Can't beat it, guys. We are balling on a budget, period. But anyways, enough of all that. Let's get into the meats. Okay, let's get into, you know, the tea today. I just wanted to talk about how when you are leveling up, you're gonna lose people along the way. And it's gonna be people you never would have thought you would have lost, you know, best friends, family members, just people that you've been riding with for years, okay? And it really does suck. It really does hurt, you know? We're gonna be real. We're gonna be transparent here. You know, we're not gonna act like we're just cold-hearted and we don't care and we're so nonchalant about everything, because we're not. We're human. And if you don't have any of those feelings, then you're probably a psychopath. But yeah, like when you are leveling up, you have to let go of people who no longer serve you if they are not trying to level up with you. It really sucks because, you know, a lot of times we're thinking that these are going to be our ride or die people. These are going to be the people that, you know, we raise our kids with. We do all the things, like just the life. We do life with. And we think that every time we reach the next level, those people are going to come with us. And a lot of times when you try to keep on bringing these people with you and they don't want to do the work to come, they're going to end up just pulling you back down. And then because you want to maintain that friendship so bad, you stop leveling up, you stop doing as much, and you stay more stagnant because it's comfortable there. You know, it's almost like some people have a fear of success because they're scared of losing people. They're scared of feeling like other people are going to think that they're better than them. They're going to feel like, you know, their family thinks that you're better, or, you know, your friends, whoever. A lot of people are scared to level up because they just don't want other people to perceive them in a certain way. But that's just, you're losing yourself like that, okay? And I had to realize that, you know, I really had to realize that. I had to realize that being selfish, putting myself first, is not even selfish, okay? But you can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call me selfish for putting myself first. You can call me selfish for loving myself enough to do what I gotta do to make sure I have stability in my life. You know, and it's not about being better than anybody, because nobody's ever really better than the next person. People just make better decisions for their life. And they make decisions that are going to put them in spaces to get ahead and level up. So it's not about being better than anybody. It's about wanting better for yourself and taking the steps to get better and letting go of anybody who does not want you to do what you need to do for yourself to get better. Those are not your people. I talk about this. I've made a few videos kind of touching on this topic because it really resonates with me, because I found myself losing so many people and I couldn't understand why. I'm thinking it's me. Like, I'm the type of person that I am so self-aware and so self-critical that if something is wrong, if I have any type of problem in a relationship, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, family, whatever, if there's some type of falling out or some type of negative situation, I'm always looking at myself first and looking at, what did I do to contribute to this issue? Even if I personally feel like it's the other person's fault, I may, point the blame at them initially, but once I actually sit down and, self-reflect and think about things, I always try to figure out, what did I contribute to the problem? How could I have did things differently to fix things? I'm a fixer. I'm a problem solver. But that also comes with people-pleasing tendencies, which is not good, because then you're putting everybody first before yourself. And then you're always putting the blame on yourself when a lot of the times it's not you, or it's not just you. It's the other person too, and they have to do their part for, a thing to work. Because a partnership, a friendship, whatever, it takes two. You can't just have one person doing all the work. It won't last like that. So I had to realize that, because like I said, in the past, I would always try to people please and figure out what I needed to do to maintain this relationship and this friendship. And then when I stopped doing that, when I stepped back and didn't do anything, like I just let things be, I've seen a lot of friendships dissolve. I've seen a lot of friendships show their true colors. I've seen people show who they truly are, how they truly feel about me. Once I stopped putting in all the effort, all the work to maintain the relationship died. So that let me know that relationship was only being held up by me. And that's not fair to me. I want reciprocal relationships in my life. And, I felt like I was being a crutch to a lot of people and a cheerleader, always trying to hype everybody else up, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. But then when it comes to me, when I have a hard time, when I'm going through stuff, I don't get that same support. I don't get, the cheerleaders. I don't get the, it's always just, damn, like, that sucks. Like, so it's just like, you gotta let them people go. They're holding you back. They don't actually want you to get ahead. The saying that, people want to see you doing good but never better than them, that saying is true, unfortunately. Because I've seen it firsthand, and it's not even being cocky or arrogant or anything. I'm just speaking real life, facts. Get away from people who are not trying to see you do better, and get away from people who are not trying to see better for themselves. Because how are they going to be happy for you when you're out here, achieving your goals and doing what you need to do? You're just a mirror to them. You're a reflection to what they're not doing, and that's just going to make them mad or annoyed. They literally can't be happy for you when they are not even happy enough with themselves to do what they need to do. Okay, so yeah, let them people go, move on with your life, and then start leveling up and get around people who want to see you do good. And sometimes it's hard, like you'll have like relationship PTSD, from friendships and stuff. Like I know I do. Like it's literally hard for me to make new friends because I don't trust people. Like I've been burned so many times by people, and people that I loved and trusted and really thought that we were gonna be in it for the long haul, and they just really show their true colors. So it's like, like, I don't want to get burned again. Like, and I also get what they used to say, like, you know, once you start reaching higher levels, like, you really don't know who to trust, because then you're thinking that people just want to use you. Like, people are just trying to get close to you for the benefit of knowing you or being around you or absorbing your energy or trying to pick, you know, pieces of you or trying to emulate you. Because that's real. Like, I've also had that happen to me before, where I've literally had people try to befriend me and then literally try to, like, do exactly what I do and, like, copy me, and just, it's weird. And then act like I'm the problem, you know? So get away from them people. Get away from them people. Get away from people who they're not trying to level up or do the things they need to do, but then every time you turn around, you see them doing something that, you know, you're doing. Okay, you need to be around people who want to see you succeed. Honestly, I'm around that corner a little too fast. Honestly, you need to be around people who are doing better than you. Because if you're the only person in your group leveling up and doing good, like I said, they're going to resent you for it. And you're not going to actually grow, because you're the only one doing stuff. So you can't, you know, grow but so much until you get around other people who are doing what you want to do. But you don't need to approach them like, you know, you're trying to find a mentor. Because that's why I said, like, people will try to get around you to emulate you or, like, you know, be like you. And it's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's flattering to me. Like, I like that people would want to, you know, be like me. But, you know, sis, you're going to have to pay a mentor fee or, like, you know, book a coaching call or something. Because I'm not here to just make friends just so you can emulate what I do, okay? We're not doing that. So, yeah. I'm going to end this video here. Get around some people who want to see you do good. Okay? Get around some people who are already on their level so that they don't have a reason to be jealous of you. They don't have a reason to want to, you know, do what you do, or, you know what I mean? Like, get around people who have their own motion, their own drive, their own ambition, their own things that they got going on, so that when you know, talk about what you want, your goals, aspirations, you know, things you have achieved, it's not going to sound like you're bragging. Okay? Wanting better for yourself is not bragging. It's not being bougie. And anybody that acts like it is, they're not for you. They're not your people. But if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to get more videos on leveling up and just improving your mindset, your energy, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.